Quote, "Now I'm kind of almost out of that fat club. Now I'm in the skinny club," says an NFL player whose body went a crazy transformation. Who could be the one in the skinny club? We'll see that. These are the craziest transformations in NFL history. Joe Thomas. Cleveland Browns legend Joe Thomas had been a busy man since he left the NFL in 2017. During his football career, he had weighed around 312 pounds. Well, it may come as a surprise to you, but not playing football has done wonders for his health. Back in 2018, Thomas revealed that he had lost 50 pounds since leaving football, but his body transformation didn't stop there, and not even close. To maintain his playing weight, Thomas ate a diet with a caloric intake that would leave most people unable to finish. Quote, "Breakfast was usually a big bowl of oatmeal, a big thing of Greek yogurt with berries, granola, flaxseed, honey, and then maybe 8 to 10 scrambled eggs and 4 to 5 pieces of bacon. Between breakfast and lunch, I'd have some type of snack, whether that was beef jerky, protein shake, or a high-calorie smoothie. Lunch was a hamburger with all the fixins, plus french fries," he said. But his retirement transformation looks quite unbelievable. Thomas did an interview with Men's Health where he had discussed the challenge of losing weight after his NFL days were at the end. At first, it was easy to shed the first few dozen pounds, as he reduced his calories to eat like what he called a normal human. From there, his strategy involved a low-carb approach, intermittent fasting, and using an app to track what he had eaten. He also sang the praises of eating an anti-inflammatory diet. Will Montgomery. As a 7th-round draft pick, he forged a nice career for himself, spending 10 seasons in the NFL and making 75 starts. Naturally, he had tipped the scales at over 300 pounds and had a size 42 waist. The Nike gear Will Montgomery accumulated during a 10-year NFL career, pants and shirts that used to fit but now hang absurdly off his body. Quote, "Bags upon bags upon bags," he said. "At least 5 humongous oversized jumbo trash bags, like the big container bags, just filled to the brim." Roughly 2 years after retiring, Montgomery had reportedly lost 80 pounds and had downsized to a 34-inch waist. Montgomery says the key to his weight loss was being able to cut out pasta, bread, and sugar. Also, he says that he started drinking red wine instead of beer, which was a small sacrifice that he made in order to lose weight when he was done playing. Training-wise, Montgomery stayed away from the heavy lifting that was a staple of his routine during the NFL. Instead, Montgomery started to do more pull-ups, cranked out more push-ups, and jumped rope, pushing his weight loss even further. Quote, "Sometimes I still don't recognize myself. Now, I'm kind of almost out of that fat club. Now I'm in the skinny club," Montgomery said. "It's almost hard to imagine that I even had this 10-year NFL career. That's basically a time warp." Orlando Franklin. During his 7-year career in the NFL, former offensive lineman Orlando Franklin was listed on rosters weighing in at 315 pounds. 2 years after announcing his retirement in 2018, Franklin lost 84 pounds, and his transformation is amazing. Quote, "Why the heck nobody ever told me that my face was fat as hell," Franklin tweeted. "Just wait till I post the before and after full body pics. I'm down 84 pounds right now, 6 more pounds, and I'm posting, LOL." Franklin, 32, was listed as 6'6", 315 pounds when he was in the NFL. His tweeted picture showed a dramatically different look. Also, if you like the content that we put out, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, as well as hitting that notification bell so you never miss another post from us. Rob Gronkowski. Quote, "I feel like I've definitely transformed ever since I stopped playing football. I feel like I transformed in a better way," Rob Gronkowski says about his feelings since retiring. He lost about 10 to 15 pounds by changing his diet tremendously, doing stability workouts that he learned from his former Patriots teammate Tom Brady, and by calming his mind doing Sudoku puzzles. Quote, "I just got the Sudoku book, and there's like 150 physical puzzles in it, and I knocked out 15 already this week," Gronkowski says. "It gets you thinking, it gets your mind thinking, and gets you going. It gets the wheels turning." Since hanging up his Patriots jersey, He's also been experimenting with intermittent fasting, which typically entails eating during a set window of 6 to 8 hours and fasting for the remaining 16 to 18 hours. Actually, intermittent fasting has become trendy among Silicon Valley tycoons. Quote, "I fast every other day, depending on what I'm doing, where I'm traveling," Gronkowski says, adding that he never does a long fast on days that he's got a tough workout. But he does dabble doing longer fasts. Quote, "I just did my longest fast this week, about 6 days ago. It was 24 hours, Gronkowski explained. Gronkowski says that he felt great afterwards and less bloated. And while there is some research that shows intermittent fasting can lead to weight loss, there hasn't been enough research on humans to support cognitive benefits or whether fasting is healthy or sustainable long term. And fast lasting longer than 12 hours can be dangerous, especially for people who have specific health conditions or take certain medications, according to the National Institute of Health. In addition to intermittent fasting, Gronkowski says that post-NFL, he's gone from eating whatever he wants to organic fruits and veggies. Quote, "Growing up in Buffalo, I would eat anything. I'm talking like anything. Chicken wings with as much ranch and blue cheese dressing as you can," he says. Matt Burke. The fact that he played 10 long seasons at Minnesota Vikings from 1998 to 2008 was enough for him to become a household name, and not just for the team, but the whole NFL landscape. Furthermore, it would kind of be unfair to not mention that the center player was a 6-time Pro Bowl champion and even a Super Bowl champ before his retirement. Unlike most NFL players, Matt didn't stop working out even after his retirement. He started working as a director for the NFL and got dedicated to working on his physical self. Following the lack of sporting action, he had pushed himself to go through a successful weight loss journey. When Matt Burke hung his boots up in 2013, he stood with a weight of 310 pounds. Although he had no pressure to cut down on it, he chose to pursue the path for his own well-being. Just a year following his retirement, the Super Bowl champ was out a lot lighter, just weighing 75 pounds less. What differentiates Burke from the rest, though, is that he didn't change his habit and started eating more meals and stop exercising, but he even pushed on working hard to maintain his shape. Weighing over 300 pounds without playing football or any other sport for that matter could have been fatal for the sports star in terms of health. But with such a drastic cut of body size, the 44-year-old looks like a teenager who's just getting started. Just judging by his looks alone, he looks like he could get back to playing with the Vikings anytime soon and lead them to a couple more titles. David Carter. Football and veganism may not go hand in hand, but former NFL player David Carter credits the plant-based lifestyle for helping him to drop 40 pounds in just 6 weeks. He used to be a defensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys, a position that required him to have a pretty hefty body weight so that way he could stop any other players on the other team. But after suffering tendinitis and high blood pressure with a weight of 305 pounds, a result of his high-fat, high-cholesterol diet of fast food and barbecue, the former football player had enough of taking painkillers and decided it was time for a change. Carter realized what he needed to do while watching the food documentary Forks Over Knives and drinking a milkshake. Forks Over Knives, quote, examines the profound claim that most, if not all, of the digestive diseases that afflict us can be controlled, or even reversed, by rejecting animal-based and processed foods, according to the film's website. Realizing his diet could be a contributing factor to his tendinitis, the inflammation of a tendon during a portion of the film that discusses the relationship between dairy and animal products contributing to the inflammation, Carter paused the film, dumped his milkshake down the sink, and emptied his fridge. Quote, I realized I was causing my old man illness. I was in my 20s and on all this medication. I was feeding these problems with the diet I was sustaining, Carter said, regarding his instinct decision to go vegan. So, which transformations were the most shocking to you? Let us know in the comment section down below, and also don't forget to like the video as well as subscribe to the channel, and hit that post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.